Yo, what's good, guys? It's Vilify here. Today we're going to be looking at the Movie Bosses ESBR stage, specifically kind of highlighting how STR LR Cooler will look in here. We got a little bit unlucky with this run. It took a couple tries, but ultimately we ended up getting the job done. The Movie Bosses one is one of those stages that ends up hitting really hard, but there is some efficient damage reduction options, as well as a couple units that have a guard mechanic, or two units that have guard, so you can kind of just endure it, right? Like, you let LR Cooler do all the damage while everybody else just kind of gets out of the way and does not die. AGL Turles is probably our worst defensive unit on this team, just because he has no defensive gimmicks, right? So he's going to end up looking the worst of the bunch, but, his offense is pretty good, and he also gives an insane amount of support, so he's going to end up looking very, very nice. We ended up rocking with Tech Golden Frieza. Now, this was probably a mistake, as Tech Golden Frieza just does not have that 10% in this specific run. Just makes all the difference, right? Like, AGL Golden Frieza tanks super, super well, but then our boy STR Frieza just does not do the same thing, right? Like, it doesn't look nearly as impressive. So it's one of those situations where it's going to be tough, but we ultimately do get the job done. LR Cooler, what we're mainly focusing on doing is taking the enemies that are attacking him or the guy that's floating and just trying to lower their attack as much as possible. With all the attack lowering going on from Cooler and all those additional supers that he does, you can end up making units look really, really weak. And so we've almost taken down this specific stage of the fight in one turn or 2 turns, and that's usually going to be the case throughout the whole thing. But now that we're almost to the end, so Cooler ends up doing most of the work here, and then I believe Janemba if he gets a crit, we know we're done, but it could be kind of close, right? I think he's done, right? Yeah, so 2 turns is all we needed to get done the first fight, and now the second fight is where things get difficult as well, because we have this kind of thorn in our side, and that is that Goku. And now, if you guys have kind of figured this out already, that Goku is obviously going to be type advantage against our boy Cooler, so that is where it gets a little bit difficult, and we have to try and lower his attack as much as possible, so if he does try and do a super, we end up making it out of it. Now, I think what saves the run on this turn, it happens on here, is, Turles ends up dodging the attack from, who is it? Super Vegeta, right? So, or Super Saiyan Vegeta ends up doing a super attack, and Turles dodges it. So, we're already thinking in the head, like, no, it's over, and then just all of a sudden, like, boom, oh, look at that, we're good, we're ready to go. I think we just secured the win with that, right? So, you'll end up seeing that in this run where it gets really, really, really close, and, ultimately, our boy Turles ends up clutching up for us, so that was exciting. Love this Turles EZA. Ended up purchasing the last copy of him that I needed with the Purple Dragonstone. I got that pack with him and Garlic Jr. just so I could rainbow both those units, and there it was, the Dodge Super to ultimately secure us the second fight. In all honesty, I think that was all we needed. So I think what happens here, you'll see I make a misplay, right? Like I just get I think I grabbed the wrong orbs and I quit app, right? So you're going to see me pause. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I grabbed the wrong orbs. And I'm like, all right, just give me a minute. And then we cut back, right? So yeah, there we go. And now I fixed it. This is the same run, obviously. I just had to fix the orbs. It's pretty crazy to think that the Movie Bosses ESBR stage is still, even with this just powerhouse of a team, is still not a free win at this point. And it just goes to show you how they've kind of balanced out, and they do these difficult stages where it's like, okay, you have a ton of defensive options. We're just going to make this stage impossibly difficult, right? But yeah, ultimately we do end up getting the no item run for this one. So now Movie Bosses is done. I have Movie Heroes that'll probably come out later in the day. I had to do that one too. I was like, we did Movie Bosses. We might as well do Movie Heroes while we're here. So we ended up doing that. And then you guys if you want to see any other stages, or for me to attempt any other stages, let me know down in the comment section below. I do read all of my comments, so if you do put something down there, you will not be missed. I might not reply to it immediately, but I 100% will interact with it if it is, not just like a run-of-the-mill comment that would be just like, disrespectful or inappropriate. I will reply to a nice comment and all that and interact with you, give you a little heart, whatever. Yeah, you guys got to let me know what you want to see. It is tough trying to kind of freestyle all the content when there's no real direction. It's like, oh, I want to see this, I want to see that. When there is none of that, it does make it tricky. You do kind of have to think about it. So I have my bread and butter at this point is difficult content within Dokkan, no item runs, new Super Battle Road stages, new ESBR, new difficult content, new the Cell Max. We already got the no item run done for that, so I'm not really worried about Cell Max anymore. I found out recently that they nerfed Int Hercule, or they patched him, so he was rest in peace, my soldier. You did well. We all appreciate you over here. You came through when we needed you the most. There was a time where Cell Max he was hitting God Goku for 200k on Super, and we just didn't know what to do. And you were there for us, you know. You were there when seemingly nobody else was in Hercule, and for that we will always remember the good times we had, right? In Hercule, in memoriam, you know. That this video will serve as that, I guess. That in Hercule really just went ahead and saved us. So shout out to in Hercule, but yeah, blast nullification from LR Janemba. I guess we can kind of quickly talk about every unit that we have on the team before we wrap this up. LR Janemba, amazing slot 1 tank. Blast nullification on Super. He's basically never getting touched. What else is in there? We got Cooler with the attack lowering. Overall high numbers. Just so much offensive power. We have Turles for his offensive firepower, decent defense as well as his support. We have both the Golden Freezes around for damage reduction. Then we have Tech Janemba for his slight support as well as guard. So right here, this is where it does. I think it gets a little bit close if I remember correctly, where it's like, how much is Janemba going to take from these? Because we just can't get his super. Like, we got super unlucky with the way the orbs fell. So I was like, all right, let's just make sure we get the 18 key with Cooler, I think. And then it's just like, all right, we're gonna have to forgo the super with Janemba and hope that he gets an additional, which was probably a huge mistake, but hey, we got the job. You're seeing this video. I always say that, right? It's like, you're seeing this video, so ultimately we did get the job done. You guys are watching this sped up a little bit. I think the original run was about 13 minutes, but I don't want to have you here for about 13. We try to keep the videos around 8 to 9 minutes, but like I said, I'm not monetized, so it's not like I'm making the videos 801 for ads. I don't get them, so don't worry about that. But yeah, it's you know, I'm kind of just talking as we go here, right? This the no item runs for ESBR can always just be so frustrating, but this one was low-key easier than the Movie Heroes one, believe it or not, because, you know, that one just hits like even harder than this one, just because they're like, oh, these guys have the 7-year LR God, so why would we give them any help? So yeah, you guys can see right here, it's literally, if I remember correctly, right, we have one more turn after this, and I'm sitting here like, I am praying, right? I'm like, just please don't do like 300k damage on that super. That's all I need, and I'm out of here. So Cooler goes ahead and does his thing, and then we know we have it in the bag if we get out of this turn, because we have, what is it? Actually, no, we don't, because we're not going to have the damage reduction. Oh, that's right. I remember exactly how we do this. Okay. I'll kind of let this play out just a little bit, but our boy, we have to, okay, yeah, so also, I'm not going to spoil it, but I remember how we win now. So right here, I'm like, Frieza, please. And then Turles transforms, so we would get to keep these stacks in a longer form event, but this is Extreme Super Battle Road, so it doesn't. So I'm thinking, what do I do? Because Frieza does not have his damage reduction at this point, or as high as damage reduction. So what we got to do is float him off. And that's obviously super, super risky because Trunks does not have his attack lowered, right? So it's like, we just need Trunks to not super and not take, you know, or Turles to not take 250k right here. And then we do end up securing the dub if we get that. So let's go ahead and kind of let this play out here. Goten decides to super. 193k, attack lowered with type advantage. So we just need Trunks to do only 17k. We crit him. We do an additional with Turles. And I think, you know, so watch his health, right? He's not dead yet. And then no super. Please, please, please. We got it. So that was the Movie Bosses no item run for Extreme Super Battle Road. Let me know what you guys think down below. Have you guys done this yet? Have you not? If you do have 2 coolers, you can probably get it done. But thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you are new. Turn on notifications so you don't miss out when I post Dokkan content like this. And I'll be seeing you guys with the Movie Heroes no item run here soon. Have a great day, everybody. Signing out.